gonna be a long video, isn't it? We have every single flavor of GFUEL that you can get your hands on in front of me right here. I have a lot of almond milk. I have about 10 full cartons of almond milk. I don't know if that's gonna be enough for this. It might not be. This has gotta be enough, right? There's a ton of GFUEL at this point in time. I mean, so many flavors will come out. Just look at this desk. There's a lot to go through. I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head how many flavors we have from GFUEL now, but I'll go ahead and put it on the screen for you right about now. That's a lot of flavors, man. And I've been meaning to getting around to recording this for the longest time, but I've been really busy in between moving into a new house. This last weekend, I just took a 7-hour road trip to surprise one of my moderators with a brand new gaming setup. Video out on that soon, by the way, don't miss that. But finally getting to it, it's time to rank every single flavor of GFUEL inside of milk. Some of these will be really good, and some of these, probably most of these, will be absolutely terrible. I'm filming this at exactly 12:22 a.m. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. Please, for the love of God, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video. I want to say right before I get into it that no, doctors in the comment section down below, I am not going to drink one full cup of every single flavor of GFUEL inside of milk. I am simply taking one sip and only one sip from every cup that I make, and then making a tier list based upon that one sip I have. So this is safe to do. I am not having an overdose of caffeine. At the very end of it all, I will have had an equivalent of about one full cup of GFUEL. And on top of that, I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions about why almond milk instead of cow's milk or oat milk or breast milk. Reason why is regular milk makes skin go. So without further ado, let's go ahead and mix every single flavor of GFUEL inside of almond milk. Oh my God, okay, here we go. This is everything. This is a lot of GFUEL, man. It's 2 in the morning. I'm doing this at 2 in the morning. Let me move everything so it's a bit more presentable. See if I can tidy things up in 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. Got it all sorted nicely. I have used so much almond milk in the production of this video. I went through all of these as well as a couple more that are off camera. And when I say I had just barely enough, I really mean that. You can see in the front that I ran out of shaker cups, so I had to use some of these smaller glasses. I don't know how long this is gonna take me. I'm hoping it's not gonna be too terribly bad, but I figured because we're drinking this inside of milk that I would actually start out with a flavor that kind of makes sense in milk. The first flavor we have today is the French vanilla coffee flavor by GFUEL. This is a really good flavor inside of milk. I don't think every flavor here is gonna be a good flavor inside of milk. Obviously, because this is our first flavor, this is probably gonna be at the first spot, and I don't think anything's gonna beat it for a while. I'm gonna take one sip from all of these cups. What I'm gonna do, because I'm limited on space on this table, is I'm gonna move all the flavors over to the counter off camera. I make sure I keep them in order from best to worst. I'll adjust them accordingly. You have asked me for this so many times. Finally doing it here today. We've wasted a lot of almond milk. Let's go ahead and get it going. This is the French vanilla coffee flavor inside of milk. Really good, actually. I haven't had coffee in so long, so having a French vanilla coffee flavor from GFUEL where I can actually have the taste of coffee every so often, this is really nice. A great starter. I think it's the best so far. Next up, we had the strawberry shortcake. I didn't really plan this out. I just got kind of lucky that I got 2 back-to-back actually really good flavors inside of milk. Strawberry shortcake is designed for milk. If you guys have ever tried this out, you know that this is way better inside of milk than it is with water. Go ahead and pop it open. I think this is actually one of the first ones I made tonight, so I'm worried that this, as well as a ton of the flavors, are gonna be really warm. All right, strawberry shortcake, let's go ahead and give this one a go. Yeah, even warm, it's still really good. Dude, wow, I didn't think this was gonna top French vanilla, but right off the bat, this takes the #1 spot from that French vanilla. #1! So with strawberry shortcake being at #1 and a coffee flavor being at #2, we get our first, I don't know how this is gonna go flavor. With the Cyber Punch reskin of the Fruit Punch, again, this is just the regular Fruit Punch, just been reskinned to have a nice like cyberpunk design to it. It's really weird because you smell all the elements of the Fruit Punch, but just a hint of almond, and it's like a thicker mixture, and I don't know. But I'm not gonna talk about all these flavors for too long. I'm just gonna try it. So let's try this Cyber Punch out too. Yeah, and there it is. Yeah, man, I don't know if some of these are made for milk. It's still got a nice fruit punch taste to it, but what's throwing me off, and what's probably gonna throw me off for most of these concoctions, is the thickness. It's just the consistency of everything that makes it feel just a little weird. Fruit punch in our third place. Let's go ahead and move on to the fourth flavor, the Cherry Limeade. This was one of the earliest flavors of GFUEL that I remember trying, and this was one of my favorites for the longest time. Never had it in milk, but they're the first time for everything. That just smells bad. Let's do it. Okay. No. Yeah, there's like a tanginess element with this flavor in particular. And man, I didn't think about this with the sour ones. It's gonna be so weird with that tang and sour. It's just gonna make all of these feel very like spoiled. The tanginess of the lime and everything else about it offsets it. So I think this is gonna go to our last spot so far. Okay, number 5. I really am not looking forward to this one, but I just want to get it out of the way. It was sitting beside me, staring me in the face. We got none other than the spicy Demonade GFUEL. If you don't know much about this flavor, it's cayenne pepper infused with lemonade in celebration of the Doom Eternal game that came out last year. It literally has a caution spicy on the front of it. And I don't know much about mixtures, but I don't think that spicy mixed very well with milk. Pop it open. Oh god. Oh god, I got it in my eye. That burns. See if I can just down a little bit of it here. Wait. No. Why is that better than... What? A really fascinating thing. I did not see that coming. Okay, I will say right off the bat that the lemonade with the milky concoction is a little strange, but interestingly enough, it kind of blends together in a weird, twisted way. I don't know, some of the heat of the cayenne pepper is offset by the milk itself. It kind of cools it off, and the sweetness with a little bit of tang doesn't actually taste bad in this mixture. Like, it's actually good enough that I can sip on it. Spicy Demonade, which I thought was going to be dead last on the entire list, is actually probably like the third best of like the 5 we've had so far. Number 6, we got the Golden Apple Pear, a flavor that I haven't had in so long. Yet again, another flavor that I have never tried inside of milk. Don't know if I could say I'm too excited about this one. I don't know how apples and almond milk kind of go hand in hand, but let's get another one going down. Cheers, Golden Apple Pear. Oh man, that's bad. Apples and milk are not friends. This is bad. This is very bad. It's so crazy how good some of these flavors are with inside of just regular water. But when put inside of milk and having like the texture change, this goes way downhill. We got some Nemesis iced tea here. Again, I don't think most of these are gonna be great in milk, but I don't know. I need to be an optimist about some. Maybe this will be our wild card and just really surprise us like the Demonade did. It smells absolutely terrible. Let's go ahead and get a Nemesis tea a try. Ooh, yeah, no, that was not the wild card. This one doesn't work that great. I don't think it's quite as bad as the Golden Apple Pear just was, but this within itself is not a great time. So for that reason, this is gonna go to the number 6 spot, and the number 7 spot will go to Golden Apple Pear. All right, we got one of my absolute favorite flavors inside of water, the Hype Sauce. That smells like a literal fart. Oh man. It smells like a fart and it tastes like a fart. All I gotta say about that one, bottom of the list. I love you, Hype Sauce. I'm so sorry. Man, that's like top 2 or 3 in my water flavors. All right, next up, Type O. I don't remember too much about this flavor. Honestly, the last time I've had it is a couple months after I put the review out on it. And God knows how long it's been since then. This one smells like dirty dishwater. I really hope we get a flavor sometime soon here in the mix that's really good with milk, because I need a refresher after these farts and dishwater. Go ahead and try it out though. tastes even dirtier than it smells. That one right there is very close to the bottom alongside Hype Sauce. Not only does it leave a dirty water taste, it leaves a dirty sock taste as well. So I think for that reason, I'm gonna let the farts go a little higher. Hype Sauce is above this. All right, here's a redemption one. We got some peach cobbler inside of milk. This might take the #1 spot. Whenever you mix this flavor with milk, it tastes like the bottom of a cereal bowl. This is how the milk flavor should smell. I believe this is like a super limited time release too. They did one last year and one this year. I don't know if they'll ever bring it back, but let's go ahead and try out the peach cobbler GFUEL. Yeah, that's where it's at, man. Now, I think this is probably my #1 so far. The strawberry shortcake was really good, but man, if there's ever been one flavor that belongs inside of milk, I think this might be it. I might have some other kind of wild card in here that just surprises me, but I think this one right here is gonna be pretty darn hard to beat. See, I think the Wumpa Fruit here is probably gonna fall within the same realm as the golden apple pear. I don't know, maybe something like the mango element to it can make it feel like a smoothie. That's the way I need to look at these. They're just very unique fart tasting smoothies. All right, let's go ahead and give the Wumpa Fruit a go. No, it's better than the golden apple pear because of that mango, like I said, but with only taking one sip, it's not optimized for milk for sure. I don't think it's quite as good as the cherry limeade is. Maybe it's even better than Nemesis iced tea. So I think for now, I'm gonna put it above Nemesis iced tea and right below cherry limeade. Next up on the list of pain, we got good old Lemonade. It actually smells quite enjoyable. I don't know, maybe this won't be so bad. I thought with the spicy Demonade, I didn't like the lemon as much, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell what you like and what you don't like with these strange mixtures. Let's go ahead and try out the Lemonade GFUEL milk. A little bit weirder than it smells. Smells pretty good. Tastes like how a car freshener smells. Which, they smell good, but I don't know if they taste as good. Probably gonna be above Hype Sauce's fart taste, but below golden apple pear. Next up, we got the FaZe X. This is a really recent release, but man, is this not one of the coolest flavors inside of water. It's like a nice white cherry. Not to mention that like the artwork is insane on this thing. It smells pretty good, actually. I think this one might be decent. I don't know. To me, it smells like Fruity Pebbles. No, not Fruity Pebbles exactly. It smells like Trix. You ever had Trix before? That's what this smells like. See if it tastes like it too. Wow, okay. So FaZe X inside of milk tastes just like Trix cereal. You know that cereal with like the rabbit and all the colorful little pieces? That's what this tastes like. A wild card coming out of nowhere. This is pretty good. This is probably gonna be #4 on my list, going right after the coffee flavor, but above the spicy Demonade. I like this a lot. This is pretty good. Next up is the Black on Blackberry, another OG flavor. Originally a flavor inspired by the doc, but now I believe it's just its own flavor. This one wouldn't surprise me if it's actually pretty decent inside of milk. Whenever I have a smoothie of any sort, I try to have blackberries added to it. Let's see how it is inside of some almond milk though. Yeah, very solid. I think based off of one sip right there, I wish I had added a little bit more powder to this one. It seems kind of weak, and if it had a bit more of a punch to the taste, it would be even better. But I think for now, this could probably take our 5 spot, right below FaZe X and above the spicy Demonade. Okay, so for this one, I'm actually really excited. I don't know if it's currently on sale, but the cotton candy flavor inside of milk is amazing. I've had it several times. I've told you guys about this mixture several times. For whatever reason, the cotton candy inside of milk tastes like some kind of French vanilla bean frappuccino from Starbucks. Got such a strong like vanilla scent to it. It's really good. So I'm excited to try this out. Let's go ahead and give this a go as well. Yeah, this is good, dude. Oof, I think this is probably better than even the coffee flavor. This is probably my #3 so far. It's hard to tell off of just one sip alone, so it's not really like a fair comparison for all of these. But for the time being, I think that the cotton candy can definitely go ahead of the coffee flavor at least. So taking the #3 spot, you guys should try this out in milk too. We got some classic blue ice here, which I don't think this is gonna be a good one. Won't be very surprised if it's not amazing. I mean, it smells pretty good. It just smells like blueberries to me. Classic OG flavor you can't really go wrong with inside of water. But how does it stack up inside of milk? Let's go ahead and find out. Wow, oh, wait, hold on. That's actually really good. Blue ice inside of milk has a really strong, like, blueberry-ish, blue raspberry taste. Doesn't feel weird at all. Man, this is difficult. I think I don't enjoy this quite as much as I like the black on blackberry or the FaZe X. I know it's definitely better than the spicy Demonade at least, so it's gonna go above that. But man, a flavor I did not actually think was gonna be so good. Taking a top contender spot, not bad. We got the green apple, and if it's anything like all the apple related flavors we've had so far, this one's gonna be absolutely trash. I don't know why it seems like apple doesn't mix well with milk, but maybe just regular green apple by itself will be better. No, whatever it is about the apple related flavors from GFUEL just don't smell right or taste right in milk to me. Let's give this one a go too. Man, yeah, no, not as terrible as the golden apple pear for whatever reason. Not quite as good as the Wumpa Fruit. So this one is probably gonna go below the Nemesis Tea and Wumpa Fruit, but right above the golden apple pear. Just a little bit better than golden apple. Let's keep the pain rolling and go to something else we definitely probably won't like. This is our first official sour flavor of this this taste testing today. We got the Nightmare Fuel, which is basically just Starfruit Chug but reskin. No, this smells wrong. There's not a lot of explanation this one needs. It's a blue raspberry like the blue ice is, but on top of it, it's sour. Let's not waste any time on this one. Let's go ahead and give it a go. It's like it tastes all right, but then you're like, wow, this is expired. The blue raspberry flavor is really good, but the problem is the sourness. I'm probably gonna say that for everything else sour here. This is my opinion. This is the worst one we've had so far in milk. Starfruit Chug taking a big L for milk. Go to the right side for this next one, looking at our watermelon flavor. Watermelon's not one I've had too many times in my life. I know this is like one of the most popular flavor of GFUEL. Why everybody loves it so much, I don't know. It's pretty good. It's not like amazing. Interesting. Doesn't smell bad. Again, because this is almond milk, all of them have like an element of almond to them. Go ahead, let's try it out. Now, this is the first one I've gotten where I feel uneasy. I don't love it, but I also at the same time, I don't hate it. It's nothing to write home about, but it's nothing to write home and say you're angry about either. You're just very much okay with this. I think it is better than Cyber Punch or Fruit Punch, but it is not as good as Spicy Demonade. So it's gonna go right in between those two. I don't know how this next one's gonna go. Another lemonade related flavor, but this time we're mixing in blueberries with the shiny splash. This is my all-time favorite water flavor. I think it is one of the most killer flavors GFUEL has released. A-Drive and GFUEL just knocked it out of the park with the designing of it and the actual flavor. Upon the first smell, it reminds me a lot of a couple of the other flavors I had that make me feel just rather like not sure. I don't know, the sourness to it is definitely standing out, which makes me feel a little weird. Let's go ahead and take a sip of it. Man, I was really hoping to love that one. Yeah, no, I don't love that one. The blueberry flavor, if you isolate it by itself within the milk, is pretty good. Makes it feel like a nice smoothie. But whatever like the tanginess and tartness of the lemon is doing, I could do without. If we had just a pure blueberry flavor, I think that might be one of the best for this. It is, however, better than everything lemonade and down. So this is better than lemonade, hype sauce, type O, and Starfruit Chug. And here we are one day later. I had to take a break from our last recording session. The milk was getting too warm as I was drinking everything. It was getting too late into the night, so I decided to remember the order of everything I had left and put it in the fridge. Here we are back now. This is taking a lot of effort. Please subscribe. So first flavor of the new day, a flavor I've only had one other time when we were ranking everything inside of water. Let's see how it stacks up inside of milk. Smells absolutely terrible. Orangey milk. Cheers. Good morning, everybody. Let's give this one a go. Interesting. I don't know if it's the fact that the milk is actually kind of cold now as we're recording this, or if this is just actually really good. This is confusing. This one works as one of the best. Crazy enough, this seems to work. So where does this rank in our list so far? I think this is good to go in the number 7 spot. So it's gonna go right below blue ice and above spicy Demonade. Keep going from the left side, we got sour FaZeBerry, and this is one that I'm not excited to start my morning out with. With milk, sour things don't really mix. It just makes it feel like it's spoiled milk. The flavor itself is all right, but the sourness is a factor that's kind of hard to get over. Let's give this one a go as well. Yeah, it packs a punch. Not nearly, not even like half as bad as a Sour Blue Chug Rug. But when I say it's strange, I mean it. It's still really strange. This is definitely a lower ranking flavor so far. I think it's gonna be below Shiny Splash, but maybe right above the Lemonade. With this one itself, Sour FaZeBerry, yeah, it can stay in water. It's not the best for milk. Going for the right side, we got Bahama Mama, and this is one I've heard a lot of people say is pretty good inside of milk. I'm kind of optimistic about this one. I don't think it's gonna be absolutely terrible. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and try out the Bahama Mama instead of almond milk as well. Interesting. I've never been much of a fan of coconut in general, whether that be inside of milk flavors or water flavors, but I think, honestly, tasting this, a lot of people would probably like that coconut flavor inside of milk. So for that reason, I think that this actually does work inside of milk. Is it my personal favorite? No, I don't like coconut as much. There's some nice like tangerine tang on the back of your tongue with it as well. Probably gonna go right below Spicy Demonade and a little above Watermelon. We got 2 more apiece for the back rows, and then we're moving on to the final 3 rows of G Fuel. Peach Iced Tea and the Tropical Rain. Let's speed round these. I think between the two, I'm probably gonna like the Peach Iced Tea more. Never been a big fan of the Tropical Rain, but maybe this could be like a nice tropical smoothie. Let's give it a smell first. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Tropical Rain, man. Even inside of water, this is one of my lower tier flavors. There's just something about how the berries mix together that I personally am not a huge fan of. Try this out though. Wait. Does not smell as good as it tastes. I will admit it is a little bit worse than the Bahama Mama, but within the almond milk, it does have that same tropical smoothie feel. If you like Tropical Rain, you might like that. Let's give the Peach Iced Tea a try, see where these rank. Really hard to even taste this one. I just taste straight up almond milk. It's very, very, very light. I think the tea flavors are kind of light in general, but when I say the almond milk has like overtaken this whole thing, all you taste is almond milk. And you know what? I kind of like almond milk, so I think this one's gonna go right below the Bahama Mama, not quite as good as Bahama. And to be honest, I kind of think, surprisingly, I like this one more than I like the Peach Iced Tea. This might actually go below the Fruit Punch. All right, now we're into the final 3 rows. This is where you see I started to run out of normal cups, so I use other kinds of shakers I have around the house. I like doing 2 at a time though. It makes it feel like it's going by faster. So let's do 2 at a time. We got the classified flavor as well as the Ragin Gummy Fish. This is a very solid flavor. This is the newest from G Fuel. It's like a bubblegum watermelon cotton candy. I gave it a pretty decent rating inside of water, but I cannot tell you how many comments I have on that video, as well as how many comments I get in my live stream, by the way, where I stream every single day of the week, saying that this is god tier inside of milk. So I'm excited to try that out. I don't know why watermelon would be really good inside of milk. And then we have Raging Gummy Fish, which I don't think is going to be even close to anything that is related to good. Not a huge Raging Gummy Fish fan inside of water in general. Maybe it's better inside of milk. I don't know. But I want to try the classified first. This is what I'm really excited for. It smells pretty good. It's got like that bubblegum smell. So maybe like a bubblegum milk. I don't know. That sounds terrible. Let's give this one a go though. Actually, if anything, I would say it's very bubble gummy, very like cotton candy-ish, extremely sweet. I don't think this is my favorite by any means, but I think it's good enough to go above the black on Blackberry. And next up, beside that, we got the Raging Gummy Fish. Let's give this one a go. I don't know how I feel about that one, man. Okay, so it tastes like an ice cream bar, but not the ice cream bar, just the stick. You ever have like a strawberry shortcake ice cream and you just have like the stick left over? This tastes like the stick. It's not like dead last. It's way better than some of the other flavors we've tried. It's probably gonna go above Wumpa Fruit, but not gonna exceed like cherry limeade region. Coconut on my left here and bubblegum on my right. I just got like a bubblegum-ish mixture from that mystery flavor, so if this is anything like that, it might be a top ranking flavor as well. I don't know, since this is like just straight up bubblegum. The other one had like a nice cotton candy taste to it as well. And again, not a fan of coconut. I'm expecting this one to be very light. Coconut milk is not my favorite thing in the world, but we're gonna try out the bubblegum first. Let's go ahead and try this one out. Again, not bad. It has a really good taste to it. I just think with a lot of these flavors, I probably wouldn't make them again. Like, they're bearable, they're sweet, they're pretty decent, but I would never drink them again. This is good, not nearly as good as the Classify was. I think I would say it goes above Spicy Demonade. It's not as good as the caffeine-free orange though. And then on my left here, we got the coconut. Again, smells like coconut. Not a coconut fan, but let's see how this is. Yeah, that is a strong, strong coconut taste. I mean, it works. It works. This is a flavor that belongs inside of milk, but I'm a little biased because I don't like coconut. Curious to know what you guys out there who actually enjoy coconut think about this mixture. This is probably gonna go right below peach iced tea for me though. Dude, this is going by so much faster when I'm doing 2 flavors at a time. Here is a top contender for this entire thing. So many people, including myself, love the strawberry banana inside of milk. I've had this countless times. I think this is a perfect flavor for milk, and I can honestly see this being like a top 3, maybe even top 4 contender. And on the side here, I don't know how this one's gonna be. I really don't have any predictions for the Lingonberry. It smells quite sour. I don't know if that's good, so I'm gonna start with the good one first. Let's go ahead and give this one a go and see where it ranks. Yeah, that's really good, man. I'm not one to be like too huge on banana flavored things either. But when I say that this is good in milk, I mean, this is the embodiment of everything good about a smoothie. Pretty solid, but now we gotta try the Lingonberry, which I don't know, it could be a wild card. Give this one a go as well. Not as bad as I thought. It's still got a little bit of like a sour tang to it. It's not bad enough to like put it in like a low contending spot, but it's not good enough to put it in like a top 5 or 6. Overall, it's pretty sweet, but I think what's taking away points for me is that little tang in the back of your tongue. Makes it feel weird in milk, man. I don't know what to tell you. Milk should not be tangy. I think that this probably will go right below our Bubblegum and right above our spicy Demonade, while this bad boy goes over to the number 5 spot. So here are 2 that I don't know how they'll actually do. You never really know what you're getting yourself into when it comes to the mystery flavor. I find that this flavor by itself in water is absolutely terrible, but surprisingly enough, when you mix this with other flavors inside of water, it becomes okay. Like when you mix the mystery flavor with the pink lemonade, it becomes like a pink Starburst mixture, and it's actually really enjoyable. But the peach rings, I have high hopes for this, like a nice peach smoothie. I think this one's gonna be better than most. Don't know if it's gonna make a dent in our like top 5 through 10. But let's start with the mystery flavor. Let's see how this one is. Smells very bad. Yeah, man, this is the mark. Not any better inside of milk. I mean, I don't know, I shouldn't say that. Maybe it is better inside of milk than it is with water. Mystery flavor is just a flavor that can't be consumed by itself. It's gotta be mixed with something, in my opinion. By itself, its own properties are very strange. I don't know how to describe it. It feels quite peppery to me. Not actually peppery, but like it makes my mouth feel like I've had pepper in it. I don't think you can even buy this anymore. Maybe I'll get some samples out to you guys so you can see what I mean by peppery. Let's get over to this one. Let's see how the peach rings stacks up. Go ahead and give this one a go as well. Okay, that is quite decent. I predicted it. It's not going to make a dent in my top 5 or 10 so far. This one's actually not that bad. It's definitely way better in water because, again, even though it's overall a very sweet flavor, it has this element of tartness to it that just does not belong inside of milk. So I think the mystery flavor is probably going to go above our watermelon, right below our tropical rain. And honestly, I think this can be really close to it. It's probably better than tropical rain, but not quite as good as Bahama Mama. So let's go in between those 2, and this one will go above watermelon. All right, so here are 2 that I have no clue on how they'll actually fare. Pink lemonade and guava, 2 flavors that are really good inside of water. I like guava more, I think. Guava's a really interesting flavor. When they released this, I don't think we had anything like it. It's very subtle, very, very sweet. I don't think it has much of a tartness factor to it at all, so for that reason, maybe it will work inside of milk. So let's go ahead and give a guava a taste first. It smells, again, like a popsicle stick. I don't know why. Wow, that tastes even more popsicle stickish than the Ragin gummy fish. Why does this taste like a popsicle stick? Is it the almond milk? Let's give the pink lemonade a try. I don't really love that much. Very sour, not quite as repugnant as the first lemonade was. I think between these 2, this one is definitely worse. This is probably worse than the Ragin gummy fish. This one's definitely better than the original lemonade, and it's better than this. So I think for that reason, this one's probably gonna go below coconut and above peach iced tea, but this one's gonna go right below the Ragin gummy fish. It's just weird. It has a very strange popsicle-y stick taste. Here are 2 I don't know how to really feel about. I'm not excited about the sour cherry because again, it has sour in the title. And then, I don't know, I feel like the grape could be pretty good. Well, let's go ahead and get the one we think is gonna be the worst out of the way first. Let's see how the sour cherry fares inside of almond milk. Oh God, okay. Yeah, even one small little baby sip. I'm just gonna say it, man. Sour does not belong with milk. I think we figured that one out by now. Yeah, this is gonna go right above Sour Blue Chug Rug, but not any higher than that. But let's give this grape a try. I'm actually quite excited for this one. I think it might be pretty good. Another one of those flavors that you can't really taste that well. You just get a lot more of the almond milk than anything else. It's a very neutral flavor. Charlie, are you kidding me right now? You're joking right now, right? I'm recording. Can you get off my table? I need to record, buddy. Okay. Hey, say hey to the camera. Well, this one's not good, and this one is really okay. This one's gonna go second to dead last, and this one will probably go right above the cherry limeade, right below the peach iced tea. And I really hope he doesn't knock any of these over, because it's gonna take a long time to clean up, isn't it? All right, Charlie, what do we got next? Can you please move? So we got the Sour Pixel Potion. Again, one I'm not excited for. Charlie, you gotta get your tail out the shot. So again, the Sour Pixel Potion, and then we have Snowcone. I don't know how to feel about this one. I know that I'm not gonna like this that much. I mean, Grape wasn't terrible, but I think when we add Sour to the not terrible, it'll become terrible. So probably another top 3 bottom ranking flavor. But let's start with something that we don't know about, because in life, you want to get into the mystery of things. But let's try this out. Snowcone flavor, going in. That's what the name is. Okay, let's try it out. A bit sweeter than you would probably even expect. I know when I have this inside of water, I usually add like 1.5 scoops because it's such a light flavor that you can hardly taste it, in my opinion. But inside of this, 1 full scoop was more than enough. It's very strong. If I were to close my eyes, I think what I taste most about the Snowcone itself is the red part. But it tastes pretty decent. It's probably gonna go right above coconut, not quite above fruit punch. Let's get over to this bad boy, Sour Milk Part 5000. I'm really excited. Let's go. Yeah, no, that's bad. That's terrible. Oh, it doesn't get better on the second sip. This might be the worst. This is bad. Do not put your Sour Pixel Potion inside of milk, man. It's close between this and the Sour Blue Chug Rug. I don't know. Let me take one more sip. Yeah, I think this one does it. I think that this is worse than Sour Blue Chug Rug inside of milk. Something about the grape and the sourness of it offsets this whole thing. It feels bad. So let's arrange these. This one's not that bad. This one's terrible. We got the final 2 of the second to last row. The pink grapefruit as well as the rainbow sherbet. I'm excited for this one because I know I've had it in milk before and I remember liking it, but this was like a year ago. Pink grapefruit is a flavor that I might have had like less than 10 times, and I've not had it since the review I did on it, which was like 2 years ago. Let's try the one that I'm pretty confident on first. The rainbow sherbet inside of almond milk. I'm excited for this one. This probably will be pretty good, right? Yeah, pretty good. It is a tangy flavor, but I think that this works in a different way than what some of the other tangy or sour flavors do. It's a rainbow sherbet. It's okay to be a bit milky and have a little bit of a sourness to it. All of the different flavors kind of work together very well to bring it together and make it feel like just melted ice cream. For that reason, I really like this one. Probably gonna go above blue ice, right below black on blackberry. Now for this bad boy, we gotta see how this is gonna be. It smells extremely citrusy. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. It's so foamy up top. Let's give it a go though. Let's try it out. Wait, that is not bad. That is actually what we might call in the industry good. Tastes way better than like half the flavors I've had for some reason. I did not think that would be very close to this, but I honestly want to put them beside each other on the tier ranking list so far. That is a hardcore wild card. I did not think it was going to be terrible, but I actually think I might have this a second time. I like it, not bad. I honestly want to say right now, I think this is better than the rainbow sherbet. I don't know. You guys might have to try this out and let me know what you think. Right below black on blackberry, right above the rainbow sherbet, and this will go right above the blue ice. So we're down to the final 8 flavors. Only a couple more remain, and you can see I ran out of shaker cups at a certain point. And we have our Dubmelon Mint. Now, if I'm not mistaken, watermelon is like in the mid tier of everything. I don't think that mint is gonna make it any better. I think it might actually make it worse, but it smells extremely pleasant. I don't know. I want to try it out. It looks like Pepto-Bismol. This is the Dubmelon Mint. Let's go ahead and try this one out. Why is that better? It's got the awesome taste of the watermelon, but the mint factor is like so subtle that it has like a nice after effect. It's not present whatsoever while you're drinking it, but once you're done, you're left with it in the back of your mouth. Actually kind of nice. I think this is surprising. I think it's better than Spicy Demonade, not quite at the Lingonberry level. That's a wild card for sure, but let's see how this one fares. This is just straight up lemon lime. I ain't got a lot to say about this one. You could probably guess how this might be. So let's go ahead and try this one out. Yeah, that's bad. Not quite as bad as the sour flavors, but I think that this is like third, maybe fourth to last worst one we've had so far. No one should ever put this in their mouths. Man, and it leaves like an aftertaste to it. That lemon lime sticks around with a bit of almond in there. Oh, yeah, no. This is good. This is not good. Gonna go right above sour cherry, but still not anything to write home about. We got Starfruit, and this is Twisted Candy, I believe, right? Now, Starfruit is arguably one of the best flavors inside of water. I think it's honestly in my top 2 or 3. I think number 1, the artwork is so great. I love Butters as a creator, and her flavor is so good. It's a nice balance between sweet and sour. How does it fare inside of milk though? I don't know. I think that Twisted Candy is just gonna be straight up bad, but let's try out the Starfruit first. Let's give this one a go. Not like terrible. Definitely a mid-tier flavor inside of milk. Like I'm still getting the awesome taste that I enjoy so much inside of water, but what's taking away from this flavor as well as so many other flavors is like the thickness of it. The problem with milk mixtures is that there's so few flavors that kind of work with the thickness of a milk or an almond milk. So I think for that reason, it might go around the mid-tier region, probably above Bahama Mama, right below Spicy Demonade. Thought this might rank a little higher, but I didn't have too high of expectations with it being kind of a sour, tangy flavor. Let's try out the Twisted Candy, which I think is going to be absolutely terrible. Ugh. Oh my god, I can't keep that in my mouth. It tastes like trash can water when inside of milk. Oh no. It's too thick to enjoy. Twisted Candy is decent at best in water, but inside of milk, man, that tastes like trash can water. That's not good. That is the worst thing I put in my mouth today. Twisted Candy going down low. Butter Starfruit getting the mid-tier ranking. All right, 4 flavors left. Let's do all these at one time here. So I think out of all of these, only one of them sticks out in my mind as something that might work as a milk flavor, and that is the Moonpie. And I'm not a fan of Moonpie inside of water or milk personally, but I know a lot of people are, so I think for that reason, I'm gonna try this one first and let you guys know what I think about it. Probably will be a little bit below like the top tier for me. This is chocolatey. I think it does work overall inside of milk for most people. But let me try it out. Let's see how the Moonpie is in milk. Man, Moonpie is interesting. Salty in a weird way. And I guess like the cookie itself, when you taste it, has a bit of a salty taste in the actual Moonpie. Like I think things like Spicy Demonade inside of milk are better than the Moonpie inside of milk. So for that reason, I think that Moonpie is probably gonna go below Spicy Demonade, right above Butter Starfruit. Next up, we got our FaZeBerry here. I'm optimistic about this one. It smells pretty okay. Let's give it a taste though. This one tastes like Pepto-Bismol for some reason. I don't know why. It looks like Pepto-Bismol, so maybe that's just like a thing I'm doing to my mind, but it tastes very weird. I would say this could probably go right below the Moonpie actually. Maybe a little bit better than Noisy Butter Starfruit, but I'll put those beside each other. The last 2 of the day. We got pineapple on our right and we got the blood orange flavor on our left. I think the blood orange is gonna be better than pineapple. Again, I was a little surprised by some of the tropical flavors. So the Battle Juice pineapple flavor will probably rank around where the tropical rain did. But let's try the blood orange first. I wanna see how this is. Actually, wow, that's actually not bad. The orange's flavor, again, it kind of surprised me. With the caffeine-free orange, I was really taken back. But this one's gonna go right above the caffeine-free. That sounds pretty fair. It's gonna go right below the blue ice, but above the caffeine-free. And here we go, the last flavor of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I have worked so hard to get to this point. The Battle Juice pineapple flavor. Don't know how it's gonna stack up. I'm just ready to be done with this. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip, let you know how it is, and let's see where this ranks on our list of all the flavors inside of milk. I don't like it a lot. That actually is surprisingly worse than the tropical rain. That's honestly probably gonna go down really far. I would say it's below Ragin Gummy Fish. Very disappointing last flavor. Let's take a look at our final tier ranking list and go over everything from top to bottom. From the top, we got peach cobbler, strawberry shortcake, French vanilla iced coffee, cotton candy, strawberry banana, FaZe X, classified black on blackberry, pink grapefruit, rainbow sherbet, blue ice, blood orange, caffeine-free orange, bubblegum, lingonberry, Dubmelon mint, spicy Demonade, FaZeBerry, Starfruit, Moonpie, Bahama Mama, peach rings, tropical rain. Next comes mystery flavor, watermelon, fruit punch, Snowcone, coconut, pink lemonade, peach iced tea, cherry limeade, grape, Ragin gummy fish, battle juice, guava, Wumpa Fruit, Nemesis Tea Flavor, green apple, golden apple pear, shiny splash, sour FaZeBerry, lemonade, hype sauce, type O, lemon lime, sour FaZeBerry, sour blue chug rug, sour pixel potion, and finally twisted candy. Twisted candy does not belong in milk. Alright, so there you have it, the best flavor ranked all the way down to the worst. My number one spot going over to the peach cobbler, and the very last spot going to none other than the twisted candy. This sucks. This one does not suck. Stark contrast between the two, no doubt. We got like a sugary, cinnamon tasting one over here and a very rancid trash can tasting one over here. Which is funny enough because this is actually a really good flavor inside of water, and this one is really bad inside of water. So it's amazing how much the properties of it all changes when you add it into a different kind of liquid like almond milk. That's the full comprehensive review. That is the ranking from top to bottom. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of this. It took me a long time to set up and do, and now I have to clean all these shakers. If you want to pick up anything you saw here today, you can use code DUCK for 10 to 30% off. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about my list, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did and you don't mind doing so, make sure you go ahead and drop a sub-like. That's a subscribe, a like, and a comment, and I will see you in the next video.